Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at unlimited PTOs. Just going to be looking at what it is, the advantages and disadvantages of unlimited PTO. So before I begin, please consider liking and subscribing and let's get right into it. So I'm going to be looking at two different articles. Today the first article was from Indeed.com and it states just, let's start with the definition first of all. What's unlimited PTO? Unlimited PTO is a vacation policy that allows employees to take as much free time as they want as long as it does not affect their productivity. So let's see. Many companies that offer unlimited PTOs most of the times are in the tech industry or in like the Fortune 100 companies. Those ones, they do offer unlimited PTOs. So to get it's very attractive for most employees applying who are applying jobs. So it is it's quite unique type of PTO compared to the other, which is a accrued PTO where you have to earn your PTO hours. I'm sure that's the most common one for most people. So let's go straight into the advantages of unlimited PTO. Some of the advantages is efficient time management. When you have unlimited PTO, you can just plan ahead of time when you want to do your own. It's like your own. It's like your own. You determine your own. You don't have to wait until you earn the hours, PTO hours. So it's efficient time management, increased productivity because get once you know you have unlimited PTO, kind of also you're you are less stressed. You just it increases your productivity because you're working towards a goal. You know you're gonna be relaxing at the end of it, at the end of the road, and so it increases productivity. More communication. I'm guessing, according to them, that you are more likely now to be in touch with like your managers and others because you all have to plan ahead of time how when you're gonna be off. uh, Less administration time. I think applies more towards the HR department because now they don't have to track your your hours to see your employee PTOs. So it's easier on the HR department, and also there is no pressure to come to work sick. Yeah, you can just use one of the unlimited PTOs. Find and follow your interests. I have no clue what they're trying to mean with that. They're saying, with limited PTO, you have more time to pursue your passions, whatever you're doing. Adding days off to your year means more time to do things you love. I guess because you have more time off. No December urgency. This one is means that with unlimited PTO, I mean, with the usual PTO that's accrued, most people, when they have time pending, because you cannot, let's say, carry it over to the next year, they all, in December, everybody wants to take vacation off to use up the remaining PTOs. But in these unlimited PTOs, companies like you don't have that urgency to use all of it because not everybody's going to be asking for time off in December because they're running out of time to use their PTOs. So let's look at the disadvantages. Disadvantages is fear of use, the first one. Um, when you have unlimited PTO, you also don't, you kind of feel guilty using it because, you don't want to be the only employee or part of the team in your department who's always off all the time. So it also adds a couple of it adds fear, some concept of fear in you. You don't want to take more time because, especially in America where it's more work oriented, If you take more time off, you might kind of appear like you're lazy. So that gives people like fear of use. There's also the concept of loss of accrued days. Um, let's say, uh, let's say that, for example, in this normal PTO that you have, like that is most common in that case, the one that is accrued every year. If you were to lose the job, you will get paid by the company. But in case of unlimited PTO, the company saves money because they don't have to pay you. You did not earn the time, so by law they really don't have to pay you for your for whatever days, because it's unlimited PTO. I don't know if that makes any sense. The other disadvantage is absent co-workers. So you might get people like get requesting time off like the same time. So you really have to, especially as a manager or team leader, you have to really coordinate with people so that you don't have lots of absence in that case. The potential for abuse, that's the same case, because some employees will take more time than expected compared to others. So it has the potential to be abused, that policy. So let me look at this other. There's another article on PTO Genius. It went straight into the pros and cons of PTOs, but it went into more details. You're gonna see some repeats compared to the Indeed article, but this one is it goes much more into detail. So unlimited PTO, it's already explained, like I explained earlier. Like you manage your time off. You can take as much time as you can. Let's go straight into the pros. It's good because more time for freedom and flexibility. Yeah, I think that's what I explained earlier also. You have more time off, so you can do your own personal stuff outside of work. It's easier PTO management. That's for the HR department, so they can focus on other things now because they don't have to track your time. It eliminates financial liability. I explained that for the company. If an employee is leaving, they don't have to pay now if the employee was unlimited PTO. But if employee was having like accrued PTO, then the company is obligated to pay if the employee leaves the company. It can help with recruiting. This helps HR department because many people in the job market, when they see that the company has unlimited PTO, they are incentivized to apply. That's why most companies offering this are normally prestigious and they are more higher paying. Cons are it's never really unlimited because you really cannot take like 6 or 10 months off. Like it doesn't make sense. There is some type of regulation in that you will request the time off, but still your manager has to approve it. So is it really unlimited? Well, that's up for debate. So okay, where was I? Let me go down. Oh, that they're going much more into detail with the lack of clarity, lack of ownership, like it's okay. What's the other one? Um, it creates unlimited. That's funny. Unlimited PTO creates unlimited vacations. Create unlimited headaches because you might get overlapping vacations. Like I said, two employees might be out at the same time. So these ones, it's really up for the manager to really hone in on that. It's harder to track for the HR department, so it's a double-edged sword. I mean, yeah, it's good for HR and it's also bad for HR department. Okay, it can increase risk of discrimination. So what do they mean by this? They mean that if there are two employees in one case, and one employee goes to the manager, says, I want to use let's say a week of my unlimited PTO, and then the manager says no. Another employee goes and the manager says yes. So this one, it can create, it's considered like leave discrimination, because why did the manager say no for one employee but they said yes to this other employee that maybe the manager likes? So it's a gray area. It can increase risk of discrimination. Okay, it increases your risk of non-compliance. That's really more HR related. So okay, in California, it's especially hard to manage. I won't really go much into the states. So basically, unlimited PTO has advantages and disadvantages. For the most part, according to me, I feel it has more advantages than disadvantage. Many people would really like to have unlimited PTO compared to the normal one that you have to earn days. So it has more advantages compared to a cured PTO. So that's all I had for today. Please let me know what you think about the unlimited PTO. If you like it, if you don't like it, let me know in the comments. Please consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, take care.